Hi, welcome to the Jason Casper Show. Not.
Lightning strikes by my window. just right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and so
don't stop, turn off the lights. Nauseous when I wake up. Don't quit, I fell for you. Don't break it in two. Long time before I knew us two would follow through. Hold out, don't give it up. Good things can come to those who wait. 'Cause you make me feel like this is for real. And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you, it's standing up for you. Ooh, ooh. Standing up, standing up for you. Ooh, ooh. Standing up, standing up for you. Break down when we're apart. Too far, I'm in the dark. Don't fold my foolish heart. Don't wait for magic sparks. Make it work, although we get stuck on the low. Breathe out, we can't forget. Hurts like a bayonet. But you make me feel we're in this for real. And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you, it's standing up for you. Ooh, ooh. Standing up, standing up for you.
I'll tell you what, I got some news for you. I got some insane news. Is the Fed running a Ponzi scheme? We're going to break it down. I have some information to share with you that they're not telling us, things that they're not really reporting in the big news. I got big news for you. Why I keep buying Bitcoin, why I believe Bitcoin will survive, and why I believe 5 years from now, those who stand strong, those who stay true, will become the new wealthy generation. So if you're ready to go into the unknown with me, if you're ready to tackle the upcoming pioneer, you want to be a upcoming pioneer of this crypto space, let's get into it. Time to become a crypto lifer. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can find out when we post our next video. My team and I are working extremely hard. And let's jump into the chats. Let's keep it going. Shout out to each and every one of you. Some of you bewildered. Some of you can't believe it. I mean, it's funny. Let me break it down for you real quick. Had you come to my live stream, I used to say there used to be a running joke in my live stream that the thumbnails alone could lead you down the rabbit hole. And the idea is this. Let me get my ticker out of there. The idea is this. Look. The idea is this. There's your ticker. You can see what's going on in the world markets or in the crypto markets as we wait and look around. You know. The idea is this. Look. Huge move coming for Bitcoin 4 days ago. How did I know that? It was getting tighter and tighter in a wedge. It was likely going to make a big move. It was, moving averages was super tight on the daily time frame. Something was about to happen. All right. So my years and years of trading told me a huge move was coming. I've seen it many times on other assets, not just Bitcoin. All right. I traded the Toronto Stock Exchange 7-8 years ago, ETFs in gold. I was trading, all these gold miners, and I was trading Hecla mining, GPL mining. Like, I can't even remember how many different miners I traded, but almost every miner I could find. And then I traded gold and silver ETFs. I traded JNUG, GST. I've been trading for more than just crypto. I didn't just jump into crypto and start trading. I was trading for 15 years, 7 years before I started trading cryptocurrency. So I've seen a lot in my lifetime. I'm 39 years old, and this is basically my third big crash, because I saw the 08 housing market crash. I saw the crypto crash of 2017, and now this one. So this will be my third bear market, just complete utter crash. So I've been here before. I don't get baffled by it. I don't worry about it, and I continue to push forward. But look, huge move coming, right? 20K must hold. Why? Because if you don't, you're dumping. And then look, the big short yesterday. Why do you think I called this the big short? Because I didn't think there was going to be a big short. If I called this the big short, and yesterday we pumped up huge today, when I looked at, I wouldn't look too smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So I'm trying to lead you down the rabbit hole just by these. Just by these alone, these thumbnails. I put a lot of time into them. I think about it. Today was massive dump, and 12K, 15K. People are going to wonder, where are we going? And so that's why these are the possibilities, subtle inferences in space and time. Shout out to each and every one of you. I'm going to break down some things, too, about the world economy that you don't know, that may bug you out, that may freak you out. Look at this. I have some notes here in my notebook. And, I'm going to break it down in a second. I want people to really want this information. So I want the like to get up. I want the likes to get punched up. I want people to realize this is the greatest opportunity of your lives. They're going to scare you away from the truth, but I'm telling you right now, the truth will set you free. So they're going to scare you away from the truth, but the truth will set you free. I'm telling you right now. Don't let anyone take you away from the most scarce asset in the world. We created digital scarcity. We were never able to do that. We are in the midst of a digital revolution. The price is really We are in the midst of a digital revolution. Huge things are happening right before your eyes. Don't let price action steer you away. So looking at Bitcoin real quick, just to break it down, right when I woke up this morning, I saw this was a flag, but also you could see you were in a bear pennant. And this bear pennant was a direct representation of the bigger bear pennant that broke out down here. This one that was, we were talking about earlier too. If you're in my trading group, I talked about the Bitcoin short. I put it out 4 days ago. Why did I put it out? Because I like my Fibonacci levels. Let's take a look at BT3S. 10K would have caught you about $4,000, $5,000. 1K would have caught you $500. $500 would have caught you $250. Enough to pay for 2.5 months in the trading group. Bang, bang, bang. So look at this. If you look at the daily chart on the Bitcoin short, and if you play your dailies, and you can see we were in a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. When you touch the 21-day moving average, that is my catalyst for a move to the upside. I always talk about touching the 21. I talk about stochastics curling to the upside. And I also discuss bullish divergence. This swings up, but this swings up way drastically. That is a Class C hidden bullish divergence, or Class B, someone might even call it, because it's not that apparent, but Class C, hidden bullish divergence. Had you made this call, you would be up 42% gains. We put this out on the 26th of June. I'm just saying, like, look, this is a giant, shabby, cup and heady to the upside. I also was pointing out that this was a giant double bottom. Measured move of the double bottom is the length of the middle of the W to the bottom, bottom bumps there. And this tells you this could go all the way to the target. And it's basically where we went to. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You just got to trade the TA. The problem is, once you see it, you forget it. You start looking at 100 other charts, and you lose your focus. Trade a few assets at a time. Get to know them very well. That's how I learned how to trade, trading gold and silver over and over and over and over again. Okay? Over and over and over again. So shout out to anyone that took the short. Shout out to the people that saw what was coming. We broke it down numerous times. I mean, I've been talking about so many different things. Look, this was an Adam and Eve double bottom, which we all knew too. And we talked about numerous times on the channel. So there's really not a surprise we were going down, in my humble opinion. Measured move here is 17,000. Look, I got the measured move to 17,009. See? Now, I'm saying the only way we could end this is because I already did a Bitcoin update for my trading group. When I woke up this morning and a little into the dump, shoulder, head into shoulder, can we break back up to the upside and get back into the zone? Bitcoin needs to basically climb back above 20K now. 20K is heavy, heavy resistance. It will forever be. 19,000 now resistance at 18,955, right? So, I honestly, I'm going to track it on the smaller time frames. Do we continue lower is the question. And how you figure that out is literally the 5-minute really is my go-to in these types of situations. I stay on the 5-minute till I eventually get like 3 or 4 higher lows in the 5-minute, and that's usually when the pain ends. But look, I mean, this could continue to the downside. We're going to take a look at world markets. We're going to take a look at the Dow Jones. This could continue. This has a measured move of 18,555, okay? So, all right. And believe me, the measured move is 17,912. That's the measured move of the inverted Adam and Eve double bottom. All right. Let's get it moving, baby. There's always money to be made in the market. You cannot get yourself down about this. You got to take a deep breath. Clear your mind. Realize that everything is going well because you are the entity that creates the movement. You are the person that creates the energy. It's not the outside world. If you're feeling down and out, it's because you want to feel down and out. It's because you're bringing information in. See, I could be like, you know what, man? These Bitcoin prices, 4 or 5 years from now, I'm going to end up with so much more Bitcoin than I ever thought possible. When Bitcoin was at 50, 60K and it went to 100K, I would only end up with, let's just say you would end up with 5. Now that same guy that could have access to 5, he's going to have access. He is 5 times less cheaper the price. Right now, it's 4 times less cheaper the price. So a guy that could have gotten 5 Bitcoin only, he might be able to get 20 Bitcoin now. You see what I'm saying? You had 60K lying around. Now you get 4 Bitcoin instead of 1. I'm just saying. So there's an amazing opportunity right now in the market, but you need to have your mindset to realize that life is a constant place of opportunity. That's what it is. There's nothing else around here but opportunity. That's it. Every day you wake up and you look around. Where's the opportunity I can grab? There's one. Where is it? It's like a monkey bar. There's always monkey bars in the park. Not everybody swings on them, but you can start swinging on those monkey bars and start moving yourself to your goal, to the end result, to the dedicated place where you're going to. The 4 Ds. Terrell Owens talks about the 3 Ds. I added a 4th D. Desire. You must have the desire to go after what you want. Okay? All right? That's the first thing. Do you have the desire? When you wake up one day, I would like to be this. I aspire to do this. Don't use the word want. Want represents lack. I want this means you're probably not going to get it. You're telling the universe you don't have something. You're saying, I want this. You're telling the universe you don't have, and basically you're going to attract more lack into your life. I want a boyfriend. I want a girlfriend. I'm going to attract the right person in my life. I'm going to get my life in such a way that people are going to be attracted to me. That's the affirmation you want to speak in. Speak in affirmations at all times. Let's get back to the 4 Ds. Desire. The first thing you must have is desire. Desire, desire, desire. I wanted to change my life. I desired not to sit in a 9-to-5. I desired not to be around everyone that I was looking at. I wanted to be in the top 1%. I wanted to get wealthy. My desire, my first desire. Second was the dedication. I began to dedicate myself to a YouTube channel. I began to show up every single day without taking a day off. Over and over and over and over again. The dedication, the dedication, the dedication. Every single day. And you don't get a trophy for your last 522 days like my live stream. It's today. What are you going to do today? Every day is the present moment to take what you have right now. You don't have tomorrow. You don't have the future. All you have is the present moment. You build in the present moment. You build in the present moment. Let me say that again. You build in the present moment. Present moments layer and layer and layer and layer and layer until you're where you want to be in life. But it starts in the present moment. You can't be thinking about who hurt you in the past. You can't be dreaming about, you can dream where you want to be, but you can't spend your whole life dreaming about where you want to be. You can spend some time actualizing and pushing out. And you can spend some time thinking about the past and learning. But most of the time, you need to be staying in the present. My biggest issue with why I didn't become wealthy, why I wasn't getting anywhere in life, I spent so much time thinking about the past. A lot had happened to me. My house had been broken into. I let my parents out. I had hung out with the wrong crew. I did a lot of silly, stupid things that I should never have done. And because of that, I paid the price dearly like you wouldn't believe. I paid every price dearly. Like every time I made a big mistake, I got slammed. I didn't just get a little whack. I got slammed. I paid the biggest prices for all my mistakes. But I believe God was pushing me towards something better, towards something bigger. And I kind of knew it. I kind of had this feeling like I wasn't allowed to, make like I wasn't allowed to, like when I was a little kid, I stole a POG from a little store, a $5 POG. I was 12, I was like 11. My big sister found out. She marched me right back to that store. You're going to tell them what you did. You're going to give them that stuff back right now. And I was like I never got away with anything, Anyway, desire, then the dedication. You must dedicate yourself every single day, right? Number 3, determination. You must stay determined. And number 3 is discipline. You must have the discipline to consistently do the same thing every day. Over and over and over again. You must have the discipline. And then the determination to not stop, to stay determined. Those 4 Ds will change your life. But it started with desire. It started with desire. All right? This is so important. Okay? Pogs were the bomb. Pogs were cool, man. Shout out to Crypto Sam in the game. Success requires success consciousness, a burning desire, and a never quit mentality. You must align yourself with your true desires. What do you want out of this life? If you can't figure out, or what is your desire? If you can't figure out your desires, you won't be able to start the 3 Ds. It starts with desire. You need to know where you want to go. Sam's talking TA. Gray suit is popping. Lifers stay cool while Bitcoin is dropping. Let's share some knowledge. He adjusted the mic. The stocks say it's time to smash that like. My man on the game. I love it. 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 Shout out to everybody here on the mic. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I don't believe I'm a change. I believe in improving. I don't know what that means. Shout out to everybody here. My wife couldn't even do pre-algebra and is in school doing algebra 2 with an A+. See? Dude, you could do anything you put your mind to. You just got to put your mind to it. Pogs were the first NFTs. They really were. They really were. Shout out to Persiano. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. It's all about mindset, everybody. It's all about mindset, especially on days like today when you need to stay mentally tough after a brutal beatdown in the market like we saw, okay? Hope you made money shorting the market. I mean, look at the shorts are up beautifully. GMT3S for the gains. We talked about this at the bottom of the triangle there. Look, 216% gain. Look at that. Since the 26th of June. 200% gains shorting GMT. Pretty insane, right? I mean, that's nuts. In 4 days. Again, you're going to want to learn how to do this. You're going to want to learn what most people don't even know these tokens exist. They don't even know a GMT3S token exists. They don't even know how to make money through a bullish trade in a bearish market, right? Aave shorted, Doge shorted, it all got shorted. Ape coin, you name it, Gala. Funny, RLC tried to make it up last night. Even Sand got banged out, right? ETH got banged. The E short, I've been talking about an E short for days. Funny. Sushi short did dip a little bit, but then came back up strong. Funny though, the short, really, the best short of the game was the GMT short. That thing nailed it. Phantom short too. I posted it in a cup and handle. See? And it was 1, 2, 3, almost a triple bottom, and it bottomed there again. That short is now up 116% gains. So these are the short tokens that I love to short. And this is how I take advantage of the market when the market dumps. This is how you can make money when the market dumps. Join a trading group. You wouldn't know this. This stuff you can't just figure out on your own. The cryptocurrency market is full of thousands and thousands of tiny little alpha data. And every little place has a bunch of little bit of it. And it's not really Googleable, you know, like where, you know, I mean, there's a definitely an edge to paying $99 and joining a trading group. I'm telling you right now, I joined a trading group 4 years from now. I had the BALZs to say, you know what, I'm done. You know what it is? You lose enough money, you eventually realize that $99 isn't that bad. $99 a month isn't that bad. And then you look around, you're like, this guy's charging $250, this guy's charging it, and then you see who's out there. And I'm telling you right now, I've compared myself to everyone out there, and depending on preference and space, I think I give one of the best bang for your bucks for the money. I show up every single day. I dedicate myself to the trading group, and you won't find a more dedicated group of people. Because I'm dedicated, the lifers in the trading group are dedicated. So you're going to have, right now we have 632 people willing to help you, willing to show you the way. And every single one of them wants to change their life and do something great with their lives. They didn't join that trading group to play games. You get what I'm saying? They joined that trading group to do damage, to change their lives, to figure out this information, to short the market, to gain edge on the market no matter what is happening, okay? So, look, you can see this flag here on Atom. I mean, funny, this is the only coin that really went up hard was ERN, Eternity, which is pretty funny. Power actually made a little bit of a move to up 10%. The EO short that I was posting for a long time, look at this thing out. Up 44% gains. The EO short flag. So it just, I went over so many different shorts in the last few days. The Bitcoin short at the 618 Fibonacci level that I posted 4 days ago with the low stochastic on the 4 hour. All you had to know was my trading style. Low 4 hour, MACD turning, hidden bullish divergence, right? Clear as day. And touching the 618 Fibonacci, actually it was in the golden pocket. It came down to the 0.65 and the 0.618 golden pocket. I mean, is that a coincidence? That's a mathematical coincidence. How the heck are you going right into the golden pocket? When you see mathematical coincidences in trading, it's a good idea that it's not a coincidence, that it's likely a move to the upside, right? I got into GMT3L and I cut the trade off very fast at like a 7% loss. So, yeah. So anyone who stayed in that trade doesn't know how to use a stop loss, has no idea what they're talking about. Yeah. Make it real clear. Yeah. Obvious. Okay. No doubt. Can't wait to join. Shout out to Stephen Cock, man. GMT3S, from where do you find it? It's on KuCoin, baby. KuCoin. And that's why I trade KuCoin. I don't trade KuCoin because I want to trade KuCoin. I trade KuCoin because the most money is there. You see what I'm saying? I cut it off at 5%. See, yeah, like the point of the story is to cut off losers when they don't go well. You get into a trade, it starts going down 5, 6, 8%. Cut it off. Cut it off. Move on to the next one. You can do 4 or 5. That's what people don't realize. Look at this trade here. People don't get proper risk management because they haven't been taught. And I get it. It's not being taught enough. Take a look. Long position here, you would enter the trade, right? Now the measured move is somewhere up in here to the top of the channel. 72%. And the stop loss should be below the 706 fib in my humble opinion. You know, but it could even be higher, something like this, but you can even go lower. It could be below the 886. So you're going to risk 22.3% to gain 72. You want to make sure this is a 3-to-1. You could even come up a little more and you could risk 16. Now this number right here has to be a 3 or 1 or better. Why does it have to be a 3 or 1 or better? Watch what I blow your mind right now. You trade this trade 10 times. You lose it 7 times. Okay? Bear with me right here. Focus, focus, focus. You trade this 10 times, you lose it 7 times. 7 times 16.75%. Okay? 7 times 6 is 70. 7 times 6 is 36. That's 106. 49. 106.49. 106.54. 117. Yeah, wait, no. Damn. I'm not good at the decimal, but 7. So look, the whole point of the story is 117.25. That's how much you would lose. Okay? That's how much you would lose. 7 times 60. Wait, yeah. 7 times 42. Yeah, it's 1. Hold on. 7 times 770, 7 times 6, 42. 112. Yeah. 112. Sorry. All right. Anyway, I was just doing 16 times 7. 112, right? I just have to do, like, once I do the math in my head, I always have to, yeah. Anyway, so look, 16.75. You lose this 7 times. 7 times 16.75. That's going to give you 117.25 in losses. But say you win it 3 times. 3 out of the 7 trades you win. So you take a trade just like this 10 times. You lose 3 times. You lose 7 times, 117. But you win 3 times. You win the 72% times 3. And you end up 216. You minus that from 117. And you're basically up 99%. You doubled your portfolio. You've only won the trade 3 times. You want to be getting stopped out. You don't need to win every single trade. You don't need to win 5 out of 10 trades. 4 out of 10 and 3 out of 10 will keep you profitable if you consistently do this over and over again. Okay. Link banged for a good short this AM. Yeah, I told my parents you are my professor, and I'm at the School of Trade. Shout out to Cars and Crypto. I have the battle extreme risk aversion. Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it, man. It does help to know both scenarios. This isn't a calls group, honey. We learn and decide ourselves. Exactly. You're only as great as the people you choose to be around. Being surrounded by so many people, being surrounded by so many amazing and inspirational people is where the real gains are made here. Shout out to Dustin Calva. He's really true. Your energy beseeches you. Look around. Look at your closest 5 friends, and I'll tell you where you're going to go in life. Right now, my closest 5 friends, I'll tell you the people that I converse with the most. A man who owns, a guy worth freaking hundreds of millions of dollars who owns golf courses and real estate. One of my closest friends, My buddies, 2 of my closest friends are CEOs and the vice president of this company here, FLUENT. These are the people that I hang out with every day. They make FLUENT Media Co. FLUENT Co. Just want to show you my buddy's company. And honestly, we were all regular kids in college. We just had dreams, man. We had dreams. So these are my buddies. Matt and Ryan are my 2 friends that I grew up with in high school. They started this company from scratch, baby. From a tiny apartment, I saw them do it. I saw them do it, dude. And I don't know. It was amazing. It was amazing. I think there might be a picture of Matt and Ryan here. I don't know. Yeah. But this is Ryan Schulke, the chief strategy and founder. And then there's Matt Conlon, the chief customer officer and founder. You see? And it's pretty cool, man. So, yeah. It just, they started this company years ago. They sold it for $225 million. Can you believe that? I watched them build this company out of a tiny apartment in Queens with 2 laptops. And now they're traded on they're actually traded on the stock exchange. I saw my buddies hit the bell and trade the stock exchange. So when I saw that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something crazy with my life. I was like, so these are my buddies, FLUENT Inc. They're down a little bit. I did say this flag looked like it was headed down to about 9. Once they break $1, it's gonna be tough here. I never traded. I stay away from this company because But this is their. They did it, man. They did it. They did it, dude. They went all the way to the top. Super amazing what they did with their lives. Like, they had a huge. I'm telling you, how many deaths they had was insane. So you're the culmination of the 5 people you keep around you, and then I keep all the lifers around me. These are amazing people. I was just reading, they were talking in the 99 about who they were. Unbelievable group of people in the 99. So, okay. And I'm your next friend now. Now you know me. And now you join the lifer. I'm one of those people you keep in your life, right? And you keep beginning to gain perspective, to add the proper people in your life. All right? Doesn't mean you're looking down on anybody. I want to make that really clear. You're not better than anybody. But you want to find people that want to grind the way you want to grind. They want to work. Like when you go to the gym, do you lift weights with a guy that can't lift the weights you lift? No, you got to lift weights with a guy that can lift comparable weights. So you don't have to keep changing the weights every time. If you guys are bench press, if you're spotting each other, you look for someone of comparable strength. Same thing in life, man. There's no difference to that. And that's how you both get stronger. You can't hang out with someone weaker than you and get stronger at the gym. It just doesn't work. You guys got to be at the same part. You got to challenge each other. 2 sharpened knives, right? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so shout out to anyone that may or may not have taken the short of the 618. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not going to put my hand over your hand and click the button. Even if I called the exact moment in time to buy something, who's to say you would do it? You know what I'm saying? Who's to say you would have control over your emotions? Who's to say you would be exactly in the pocket? I'm trying to teach you how to stay in the pocket. Steel sharpens steel, baby. I'm trying to teach you how to find your way on your own so you can do it yourself. One day I may pass away. If you wait for me every day, what are you going to do when I'm gone? You see what I'm saying? Folks, think about this. Why does KuCoin 100x long only let it drop 100 USD before liquidation? 100x short has double or triple the wiggle room on liquidation. See, you're playing, dude. The simple question you're asking is, why are you playing a rigged game of liquidations? If leverage trading was successful, they wouldn't offer it because everyone would make so much money, you would bankrupt the exchange. Let me say that again. If leverage trading was successful, they wouldn't offer it because it would bankrupt the exchange. Let me say that one more time. If leverage trading was successful, they would not offer it. Get it through your head, please. Please do yourself a favor and get off the leverage trading sites, man. Your get-rich-quick schemes are not going to work. Get ready for a 4-year hodl for Bitcoin. Get ready to learn how to trade. Get ready to swing trade. Get ready to invest in the long term. Get ready to be patient. Get ready to learn what patience is. Money doesn't come to people who want it fast. Money comes to people who are patient, who are ready, willing, and mentally tough and go through the pain. I'm telling you right now. If you want it fast and furious, you're going to lose it fast and furiously. That's liquidations. That's trading leverage. Do whatever you want. Listen to all these other guys on YouTube. They get paid leverage trading links, man. When they go on the same trade you're going on, they get taken care of. Liquid machines aren't real. Regulated. Liquid machines aren't real. Regulated leverage. Exactly. Diamond forming on Bitcoin on the 15-minute for Cloud Hunk. You just let the dust settle today, man. And also, everyone too, you got to learn when not to trade. The best skill a trader has is learning when not to trade. Learning when to leave or learning when to just kind of step away from the market. If you feel the need to trade every single day, you're likely going to lose. You should be looking at indicators, and when the indicators feel completely right to you, you should be making trades. Shouldn't be forcing trades. Like, I got to do it right now. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. You should have alerts set. You should be planning out your trades days in advance. Like that Bitcoin short, you should have been eyeing it 4 or 5 days ago, starting to DCA into it slowly. As the DCA's got up into value, start adding it in, start laddering in, right? Yeah, take the beginner's course. It'll change your life. Everyone, the beginner's course is this Saturday, and we normally don't offer it on a Saturday. Only once a month is it on Saturday. So jump on into the beginner's course. It's going to be this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. All right? We also have a MetaMask course here too as well. Check this out. And this is going to be on Friday from 1 to 3. This teaches you how to use decentralized finance. It teaches you how to stake with cake and do all the different things that you want to do. Make an LP token. It was the most popular thing, 6-7 months ago. It has lost popularity due to Anchor and all that. We may only offer this class as a sellable format soon. I don't think I'm going to do it live anymore. So this might be the last time you ever get this class live, Friday from 1 to 3, if you want to jump on in. All right. It is $125. It's a little more expensive. The other one is $99. But I just believe you could start earning money immediately with the MetaMask course. Learn the language of the charts is the beginner's technical analysis course. It's where you start learning how to add your technical indicators, what the candle bodies are, what the daily chart, what the 4-hour chart, what all these things mean together. Okay. Gotta have balls and brains for leverage. I'm 50x short on Bitcoin and have been since 57 and 57K, 15 I'm out. That's crazy, Difference between Bitcoin and Bitcoin 3S. Bitcoin 3S is a short derivative on Bitcoin, meaning if Bitcoin dumps, it pumps to the upside. So you trade it when Bitcoin's going to go down. So Bitcoin went down Bitcoin only went down 10%. It went from 20,000 to 19,000, right? It went down 1,000, 10%. It went down 5%, right? Last night in this trade would have given you about 15 of that move. You see? Now we've been opening early, but right here, see about 17% of the Bitcoin move that went down. All right. Well, for shout out from RJ Brazil. I see a head and shoulders forming on Luna C on the 1 hour, going for a retest on the 0-0, but already broke from a rising wedge. How to position on this situation? Blessed Auto Group. What are you waiting for? Take the course. Yep. Beginner's course this Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Learn the language of the charts, 2 hours that are life-changing. Email CryptoLifers@gmail to pay with crypto, or hit the link in the description of the video here, and it will give you an automated link where you can just sign up immediately. Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. My man Sammy, shout out to Bharat Bhatia, man, my man. The beginner's trading course has helped. I am literally still processing it. So much information. Shout out to Stephen Cook, man. I love you saying that. Send in a super chat, peeps. DXY, 30 minutes setting up for possible head and shoulders, left shoulder and head forum. Thank you, Chemistry Bro. I've had good success using 2x leverage. Yeah, 2 and 3x leverage ain't bad. I think once you go over to 5, up to 5, and you start getting crazy, it can get out of control. Good morning from southern SF, California. From sunny. Good morning from San Francisco. I'm so sorry. I mean, maybe it's wrong. What I see on the news, that city looks like it's demolished, but maybe they're just hyping it up. But I mean, people getting stabbed left and right, just bums everywhere, people doing meth in the street. It looks pretty nasty. Boston, they would never allow that. There's, Boston's clean. I walked through the city of Boston yesterday, cleaner than a whistle. There were a few people under the bridge that I normally would have been, and there's some more homeless than I've seen before, obviously because of the economy. But man, Boston runs a tight ship here. They don't allow that nonsense. Having balls doesn't mean you place them on the chopping block. Shaking my head. I know, right? Smash that like, please. Really helps the channel. It's a lot of hype. Shout out to Crypto Clan. I'm on the 99 group, eating all the content. Shout out to the Blessed Auto group. I love you, bro. Have a look at Soul when you can, bro. Thank you. All right. Let's bring the music down. Let's get back into heavy focus and brass tacks here for Bitcoin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a new Bitcoin chart. I'm going to delete all my old work. We're going to start fresh together. All right. I do have a measured move here all the way down to 16,592. All right. We're going to delete this all. Don't worry. Bear with me here. We're going to clean this up. Most of the other guys, they have it all ready and waiting. I like to kind of do this together. It gives a fun feel, So look, the first thing we're going to do is look at the weekly like I do. And you're going to see that sorry. Thank you for saying that. We're going to look at the weekly here. Check it out. And when you look at the weekly chart, all right, you see you have resistance here. You got resistance here. You got resistance there. Once you broke, I always remember that 46K. And I remember 59 too. 59,000 was this like battle here. You can't see it on the weekly, but I always remember that. That's when I knew we were going down for sure. Like, because we just kept hitting it and not breaking through it. And I was like, well, that's that tells you you're going to dump, all right? So we broke through the 200-day moving average. Everyone said that was going to be the bottom. Usually we wick a little lower. How much did we wick? Let's take a look. And you compare it to the last few times. Like there, we wicked 35%. You get it? 21. I mean, 35, if we did, it doesn't mean we have to go exactly that. But you're talking 13,000. And the next level to touch is that high, that 14,000 high from June of 2019. I always remember that. I was in my office that day. I saw the price pump right before I started my YouTube channel. I was just about to start my channel a few months after that. In September of 2019, and my whole life would change after that. We would go on this massive bull run. I was basically screaming to buy Bitcoin here, and here every single day on a live. And eventually, anyone that listened to me made so much money, it was absurd. Anyone that didn't listen to me, anyone that heard my knowledge and then took that knowledge, learned it themselves, and then used it for their own, benefit, bang, bang, bang. I gave all coins you like you wouldn't believe. Atom at $5, Dot at $5 and $4. We found all the little coins here at the bottom, and we nailed it. EGLD at $20, it would go to $540. Aave at $60, it would go to $500. Like, it was just insane what would go on here. This was the time to buy. This was the time, and it's when the moving averages are tight. That's my system. So right now the moving averages aren't tight, so the bottom is not in yet. Clearly, the bottom will be in when these moving averages get super close together, and they all conform. That's going to take some price action to dump, then pump back up. When it pumps back up, what it does is it pulls the 200 back up, and then it brings the 21 eventually will drop below the 200, really, and not, I guess not on this big time frame. On a smaller time frame, you will though. So we need these moving averages to get super tight. Right now, they're too far apart to me for a bottom. They're like somewhat here. If you were to continue this line, they're like somewhat right here. We're in the middle of it. I believe there's another leg down. And if you can go to 19K, and again, I shouldn't say, you shouldn't say I believe, you shouldn't say feel, you shouldn't say is. We don't know. I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I have no clue. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. A smart trader does not tell themselves they know where the price action's going. Simple as that. All right. Let's take a look at it. Now, the weekly wants to pump, but the daily's just getting started. with a dump here. And so if you look at the daily, I've been talking about this for a long time. The daily, that's a bear flag, hands down. That's the length of the pole. We've been very accurate with our measured moves. And that takes you to $9,300. I don't know if you remember when I said 7K months ago, people laughed at me. Now those same people might be like, Dan, he might be right. Like, we might actually go to 7. And actually, I won't be right or wrong. I was just showing a measured move on a weekly chart. But look, there's your measured move. And it says you can go even lower to 91,000. So 9,100, sorry, 9,100, you know. So 9,120. We'll say 95. We'll keep it at 9,500 for now. But 9,500 is the measured move of the daily. That last leg down was this same leg down here. The daily's just getting started. Last time we were just getting started, we dropped. So there's a lot of momentum in the daily stochastics, and I trade the stochastics for a living, like day in and day out. They're my go-to. And this is basically, you know, it's pretty likely, but it's not guaranteed. All right? But it's the most highly probable idea is that you do go lower. All right? But I can't guarantee it. There's no, you know, today, did I buy Bitcoin? Yes, I did. I bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, $1,300 at the $19,000 drop here. Wish I got 1888, honestly, but I didn't. And I'll show you my buy right here. I like to show my Bitcoin buys. I have one here at 19,038, right? And I bought $500. I have another one here at 19,038, and I bought $1,300. This was an order that got picked up because I left it. That's why I got picked up 618 at 328 in the morning. It was a limit order. I also keep a bunch of limit orders on the low waiting for Bitcoin. And you can see, I got an order here waiting at 7,000. I got an order here at 10,000. I got an order here at 12,500. I got an order here at 15,000. Waiting to get picked up. Waiting to get picked up. All right? Waiting to get picked up. I hold a lot of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dumps, my account goes up and down insanely, right? Like today, you know, and again, I shouldn't say I hold Bitcoin. However many I hold is up to the person, right? I got 18,880 this morning, only $40, not financial advice. Every sat counts. Dude, you stack more sats than a lot of other people did today. That's the key. So how does this carnage stop? How does the pain end? How do we know when maybe we could long this back to the upside or get a little bit of a relief rally of some type? Well, the whole market figured this out. Like, TA's not that hard in a way. The whole market saw this, right? Which was a Adam and Eve double bottom. Whole market saw it, right? And the measured move of this, let me draw it out for you if you're new. This is an Adam, which is a triangle. And then the Eve becomes the sway, you know, the bull, right? If you go to left to right, that will change into an upward bull. If you go left to right, if you go right to left, it will change to an upper bull. If you go right to left, it won't. Now, the measured move is you draw a neckline, and you basically position yourself here. And look, there was even a shoulder head and a shoulder there that started the move, you know. And bang, bang, bang. There's your lower time frame to 18,120, you know. What happened to Galo 3L on May 13th? 000003. What? Emery Thompson. Oh, they probably positioned it like it's a derivative asset, so they're gonna reposition the money. Yeah. Super chat. So what happened to Galo 3A May 13th? It got basically it's a derivative asset. I don't hold those for more than 12 hours, just to let you know. So look, the measured move here will see it's just, and that's your double bottom for 17K. So that's just simple idea right there, something to look at. All right. The Adam and Eve double bottom that has a measured move to about 18,229. All right. And then you're looking for a divergence of some type. You don't really have any, honestly, in my opinion. 1 hour got a V-shaped recovery. So look, at the end of the day, this is a falling wedge. So you break things down very, very, simply. This is a falling wedge. You can almost say it fell out of the falling wedge. It's trying to bearishly retest this diagonal support line. You see? It's kind of bearish. See that? Try to include that and you get this broadening falling wedge that's just like not really clean. My OCD doesn't let me do that. I must hit this wedge the right way so you could feel the wedge. So this was the wedge trying to break back out. Had you held the wedge, there was a chance you popped, right? You could not. You fell to the downside. So now it's about the 1 hour, basically the 1 hour time frame. And just listen to what I say really simply, because I say a lot of things, but I don't think people listen, all right? if the 1 hour time frame, okay, watch this. Set your support and resistance lines. Your next resistance is 20,320. All right, mark that. All right. If the stochastics on the 1 hour come all the way up here and then start to roll back down, and we're somewhere like here, short it unless you break above resistance. Okay. If you break above resistance, then just wait for it to go sideways or get a bounce off the resistance to the upside and long it. Okay, that's what you're supposed to be doing, waiting for a signal. Technically, right now, this is a higher low than this. That's a low, that's a higher low. So Bitcoin is still somewhat in an uptrend. You get it? In a macro uptrend. If we go to the 4 hour, Bitcoin's in a macro uptrend. That's what people aren't pointing out. Low, you have a high. You have a higher low. Bitcoin just needs to put in a higher high, and we can remain bullish. That's what no one's saying. You know what I'm saying? That's a low, that's a high, that's a high. And this is trend analysis. So right now, Bitcoin must put in a higher high above 21,800, 750, which I was talking. And I kept saying if Bitcoin can't break above 21,750 to short the market, I said it literally every single day for like 7 days. You can listen to anyone in my trading group. 21,750, 21,750. I'm pretty sure I can search it right here. I can search the number 21,750, and I'm almost positive it will come up, you know? Let's see here. Did I put a comma in there? Now I'm going to be like, you know. Look, I was expecting a short squeeze to 21. I keep saying we must close above 21,750. 626, I'm telling you that. When we couldn't get above that, you open a short. It's very simple. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not going to put my hand on your hand. But, dude, I said it like over and 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 over. I said it like literally every single day. I said if you can't get above 21,750, short it. It was just like, come on, like this is obvious to me. You know? You got high on the 4 hour Stokes and you couldn't get above, and you faked out the previous high, like you started to crumble here. There was also bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame right here. This was swinging to the upside. And this was like flat, like it wasn't even swinging the same. You see? Now it's class C or B, but it's still divergence, okay? And look, even this right here, because technically this is an uptrend and this is not. See? That's bearish divvy right there. Rounded tops do not pay the bills. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. That was a rounded top. We started showing you the rounded top when it was here. We showed you the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder when it was there. I talked about the bearish retest yesterday exactly as it occurred. There's not much more I could do. We need to clip that, LOL. You have been saying if it didn't go higher, it was inevitably going down. Yep. I'm here for a long term. I don't like trading. Investing makes more money than trading. Hey, I used to think that. Sometimes. But then when you put $4,000 into Phantom at 22 cents and it goes to 100K in 8 months and then you sell it, and you had your hella Phantom long term for 4 years, I don't know. You know, now you have 80K to buy Bitcoin on the low. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here was a strategy that I figured out. I bought Phantom when it was 8, you know, if you look at the Phantom chart, all right? I used look, I'm gonna break it down. If you stay, guys, we gotta get the likes up. I'm gonna show you my strategy right now. This is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna show you something that I've never seen a YouTuber do. I'm gonna show you my strategy, thick and thin. It's gonna take me 5 minutes or 7 minutes to do this. I'm gonna take off the music here because we're gonna send this out. But I'm gonna show you what I did. I'm gonna show you 2 charts. I'm gonna show you the Bitcoin chart, and I'm gonna show you how I turned 5,000 into damn near over 80 to 90 grand. And I'm going to show you how I did it. And then I'm going to show you how you can keep. And then I sold into stablecoin, right? I'm sitting on massive amounts of stablecoin right now. Like over 80K, 70K of stablecoin. And I'm just piecemealing it into Bitcoin every time I feel the need. And I got 80K. I'm not going in for 5K Bitcoin at a time. I bought 1,300 today. I'm patient. When those moving averages get close, when ETH goes to 500, I'll buy 10, I'll buy 100, maybe, you know, I'll buy a chunk of them. So the point is this. Let me show you my strategy, what I did. This is going to be in depth. So we're going to do an intro and all that fun stuff. I need to look at Bitcoin on, let's just say, yeah, Bitcoin on Coinbase is good enough for USD. Okay, and we'll delete that for a second. We'll get back to like my Bitcoin stuff. This is important. This is important as the update for Bitcoin today. I'm telling you right now. Can I get the likes up to 500? I would greatly appreciate it. I'm about to give you like exactly what I did, how I did it. And, you know, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be mind-blowing, all right? So you really need to see this because I'm going to show you something that I've never seen anyone else do on YouTube, all right? So check it out. And I did it. I actually did it. I did it live, too, in front of my camera, in front of my trading groups. There's no BS here. I did these things. So check it out. Let's go back in time. Bitcoin was dumping. Everyone was screaming that we were going down. They said that Grace, we had a death cross here on the daily time frame. Everyone, usually that's when the bottom occurs or a little, you know. Anyway, we were getting a retracement. Everyone said that Grayscale was about to unlock. Look, we had this one moment. We said, if we lose this, we're going to 20K. Everyone said it. The whole market was telling us that we were going down. Okay? I'm telling you right now, the news was so bad, it was a lot of fear. All right. Hold on. Let's get the fan off for the sound. Hi. Even get the... Hi, my name is Sam Price, professional crypto trader. I'm also known as CryptoLifer on YouTube. Today I want to show you a strategy that I used to buy Phantom at the very bottom, but I had to track Bitcoin to do it. Then sold into stablecoin, and now you can use that stablecoin to buy Bitcoin on the low. I'm going to show you how you could use $5,000, possibly turning it into $500,000 or more in 4 years. So check it out. I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to show you how it occurs. It's a long process. It's a heavily focused process, and it's not easy. So check it out. Here we were. I was on my live stream one day and doing my thing like I am. I have a YouTube channel and I live stream every day from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I was live streaming here and the whole market was saying that Grayscale was going to unlock 5,000 Bitcoins on their premium accounts. And we were going down, down, down. Also, everyone said, you know, if we don't hold this level, we're going all the way to 20K, yada, yada, yada. All right. Now, I'm a Fibonacci guy. I'm also a divergence guy. And I'd been studying these things very, very closely. So I had pulled a Fibonacci here to the upside. When I did that, right, I saw that we had whipped to what's called the golden pocket, the 0.65 and the 0.618. I thought that a precarious coincidence. I was taught by an institutional trader, and he told me that institutions like to buy at the 0.65 and the 0.618 area, right? So I saw that. I said, wow, that's interesting. And I basically began to feel like we were getting into a bottom. I also know my divergences very, very well. On the daily time frame, we were starting to make a bullish divergence. The RSI was starting to swing to the upside. However, the price action was swinging to the downside. They weren't matching. It was telling me there was going to be some type of move to the upside. So when I saw bullish divergence with the golden pocket, I got somewhat excited. I also made this into a falling wedge, and I said, you know, falling wedges break down 68%, break up 68% of the time. That was willing to break up. I had that going for me. Now I'm building what's called confluence. Multiple ideas, combined influence on the idea that we were going to the upside, right? So look at this. So that was my idea there. That. Now it wasn't over there. There was something else I was looking at as well. Once I saw this starting to occur, I was like, man, that's interesting. Even on the smaller time frames, there was bullish divergence occurring, right? This whole scenario led me to believe that there was a likely move to the upside. I also went to the weekly chart. At the point, the weekly was extremely, extremely oversold and bottomed out. I also knew my hidden bullish divergence. And I swung this to the upside, and I swung this to the downside. This was called hidden bullish divergence. At this point, I was stone cold, ready to go into the market, and I did actually go all in. I bought a half a Bitcoin for $14,000 at this point, okay? And then on top of that, I juxtaposed this with the Phantom chart. If you take this out and you put Phantom here, all right, FTM, USDT, because you can make more residuals on an altcoin than you can on Bitcoin. They're going to couple each other and follow each other. So you go to Phantom on the weekly here, and you look at what the chart looked like, and you couple it, all right? Let me square it away and get it going. And when you look here and you go right here, you can see this was the lows for Phantom too as well, all right? Extremely low. It was actually on Binance, right? But this was the low for Phantom here. You can see. And eventually would start a huge run up. So when I found the bottom for Bitcoin, I also went all in on Phantom, putting I believe something like $5,800 into Phantom between $18.25. I would run it up to this huge amount, to about an 89. At one point, I didn't sell all of it at 90. It got up to 90,000. I would scale out. I would eventually end up with about $50,000, all right, from the $5,000. So you're sitting on 50 grand. Now, watch this. Check this out. So you find the bottom for Bitcoin, you do the Fibonacci, you make your play. When the weekly gets high on Phantom, you get out. You use the weekly chart. See, when the weekly stochastics were high, you got out. The RSI was high too as well. So you use the stochastics RSI to get in and get out on the weekly time frame. At that point, you basically sell pretty close to the top for Phantom. All right? Watch this. I did this. So watch. Now you move forward. Right? I didn't sell the exact top because we came down. I'll be honest. I didn't sell the exact top. You're not always going to be like, oh. But I started scaling out, and I ended up making a 10x on my money and doing very, very well. Now check this out. You go back to Bitcoin. Watch this. You go back to Bitcoin now, and you look at Bitcoin, like on Bitstamp or wherever you want. It's 19,000. Say you end up buying, you slowly dollar cost average with the 50 grand, little by little. Maybe it goes to 10 grand. Maybe you end up with 4 or 5 Bitcoin. 4 years from now, Bitcoin goes to 100 grand. You're sitting on $400,000, $500,000. You started with $5,000 just 4 years ago. So you can make life-changing wealth in crypto, but you must learn the charts. You must learn your stochastics. You must understand what's going on. You must educate yourself. None of this would have been possible if I didn't know how to read charts. None of it. None of it, none of it, none of it. I also did heavy research, and I liked Phantom, had, Byzantine fault tolerance. It had its own protocol. There was some other things going on. It also had a very fast transaction per second. I did my heavy due diligence on my fundamental analysis. I took the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis, and I brought them together into a sandwich. This is how you got to do it, in my humble opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. But if you like what you're seeing here, if you like what I just broke down, know that I do a live stream every day from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I'm going to give you and teach you the information you need for free every single day on these live streams. If you want more and you need more and you're going to get more, jump into the Discord where you're going to see me basically 24/7. I sleep 6 hours a night, and I'm going to be posting, giving you your updates, and keeping you up to date on everything that's going on with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, or wherever you are on social media, and I can't wait to bring you back to the YouTube live stream. I'll see you there. Crypto is life. All right, thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. So I just, that's important. A lot of people don't understand that it takes time to make money. It takes patience to make money. It's not a fast overnight thing. Yeah. Just in, Coinbase reportedly selling user data to federal agencies. Coinbase always shared data with, where did he say 6 hours a night? 6 hours a night. He means a night. 1 night a week. What is he talking about? Emery, man, are you ever going to use like real words, bro? I love you, man, but I don't know what you're saying. I know you're one of my biggest supporters, but I want to be able to read your comments. Sammy one take, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to CMAS, man. 9K would be about 87 drop from the peak, which is what you get. You get an 88.6% retracement on a Fibonacci. Have you looked into the space chain yet, bro? No. Thanks for the lesson, lifer. Anytime, Shannon McDowell. That's definitely a real sentence. When he says 6 hours a night, he means a night. 1 night a week. Oh, you mean 1 night a week. All right, I get it. I see it now. My bad. I'm sorry, dude. Didn't Ben report that last year? Yeah, he did. Man, I just want one whole Bitcoin. That's all good, because I will. Over time, man. Over time. Over time. Over time. All right, let's get back into Bitcoin. See, everyone's like, you got to get your mind in the right place. It takes time. It takes time. Okay? Anyway. All right. That would have been nice, right? If Bitcoin was in that shape. So let's break down just this section. We really don't need to see much more. You got resistance at 22,005. You get above that, you can start something, right? So like once you get above that, we can talk about it. So we really don't need to see anything more about at the moment, You had a double top on basically an Adam and Eve double top. It was textbook. You flip it upside down, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom. It was what it was. The measured move to the downside is further down at the neckline. to this area here at 17,882, all right? You're dropping like a fly, and you can continue. 4 hours extremely oversold, but you've been oversold on 3 dips here, and you kept giving it back. That's why you must use the small time frames. That's why I keep saying when the 1 hour stochastics didn't get above this high, you short the market. Right? So that's like, I got to keep pointing that out. So there's your measure move. We'll lock that in. If we continue, if you roll up on the Stokes on the 1 hour and you don't get above the zone, it's likely a short to the downside. And it's a rising wedge you're going to short. You see? So get ready to short a rising wedge if you don't break above this resistance right here. Simple as that. That's your neckline. I'll keep that there. But simple as that. Simple is as simple does. All right? If you don't get above this resistance, you're dropping to the downside. All right? So watch the 1 hour time frame as it does. Now it might start, and then you can look at this on a micro scale. You got the same thing going here. You got resistance right here. The 15 minutes trying to break above resistance. Now, this is the V-shaped recovery I get a lot. I've seen this pattern so many times. It's like, it's the straight down with the upward channel. See that? I've seen this thing so many times. The only way out is an inverted head and shoulder, you see? So can you make an inverted to break out of this to the upside? And again, that would just take you back up to the next resistance point. So we're going to watch this very, very closely now. 15-minute is suggesting it's about to make that right shoulder. It's going to roll over on you unless it can break above 19,267, right? You look at the 5-minute for a smaller flag, and look, you got the rising wedge right here. It's likely about to break down right now. Measured move would take you in. That's going to be your right shoulder, you see? This is called projecting. By projecting into the future, you're going to be able to see things before other traders. And by making 2 or 3 projections, you could bounce either way depending how it moves. I think a lot of beginners get thrown off by my projections because I might project 2 things, and then I'm telling you to watch a key level. One of these 2 things could occur. By being open-minded, you have both scenarios to go. It's not like you can go one way. You have both scenarios to go. Everybody, we need 500 likes. I'm about to show you something about the Fed repo market. I'm going to break down some information. I have an insane report I'm going to talk about. I'm going to give you guys some facts and some information that the government and the news has not told you. It's going to blow your mind. I'm telling you right now, like, this is the news. I'm reporting right now from the news. Journalist Sam Price here, CryptoLifer, giving it to you straight. This is the information that you need. Everdome is down with the WEF. I remember you saying that. CryptoLifer, I love stochastics too. Can't wait to see you on Around the Blockchain. That's where I originally found you and thought you were someone I needed to gravitate towards based on your energy and TA, man. I love that you gravitated me through the energy on the show. That's awesome, dude. And we got the right people to come into the stream. We attracted the right group of people here. Send in a super chat for a TA and a deep dive. Please, KuCoin sends an email out before they reposition any 3L or 3S asset. They do. Sam, can we take a look at BOOKMAP when you go through with the diagnosis? Of course we can. Of course we can. Shout out to Michael Scott. Thank you for jumping on in, Michael. Appreciate you. Okay, let's jump back into that chat. Chat is fun today, man. A lot of action in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I remember 21,750. Thank you. I said it 100 times. I said it 100 times in a row. Like, I said if it doesn't get above 21, short it, short it, short it, short it, short it, short it. I said it like till I was blue in the face. You'd be paid in the shade had you listened to anything I went over, you know. Lifer, shout out from RJ Brazil. I see a head and shoulders forming on lunacy. Oh, that's old. That was like an old. Why is this slow right now? More ristic play if it touches 20K again, then just falls from there. Bitcoin is so predictable. There you go. +1 Lifer. Shout out to Stack McChange. I find you on the first Crypto Love interview. Good time. So glad that happened. Coming live from the scene, our field reporter out here, Mr. Sam Price. And take it away, Sammy. Thank you so much, Roddy. We were here in front of this apartment building. As you can see, this is where the fire first initially would start, and it would burn through the night. Firefighters would come in through the front window, save everybody in an amazing heroic effort right here at 16th Street and 8th Avenue. Super chat, Solana. Yes, you did say it so many times. Thank you, Connect TV. This is the right time to surprise everyone with a pump. Yeah, right. More ristic plays that touches 20K. Yeah, man, I'm rolling on the floor over here, man. Beginner's course this Saturday, 9 a.m. Everyone, we have a beginner's course this Saturday. Learn the language of the charts with me, 9 a.m. I only do it once a month on Saturday. So jump on in this Saturday, the beginner's course. I won't leave it on the screen for too long this time. And my team won't have to call me and say, Sam, dude, you're messing up. And I'll be like, thanks, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I thank God for every single moment I have alive. What a beautiful day it is. You know, never get down on a trade you didn't take. Never get down on things. Always be up and realize there's opportunity in the market. Thank you for your continual positive attitude and valuable information every single day. Can you take a look at Immutable X, please? Shout out to Chelsea 100 or Chelsea. Yeah, I think it is Chelsea. I don't know. People like the stream. It's free to do and won't take much time. And it won't mess up your hair, too. Like the stream. It won't mess up your hair. Just touch that button. You know, you touch the like button. It doesn't mess up your hair. It's amazing what it does. It's amazing. So, look, we're looking at this on the 5-minute. This is Bitcoin in a nutshell. This is what you're looking at right now. You'd like to see this inverted head and shoulder break us out of here to the upside and get us back to about 19,000, 500 area. Actually, 19,856. Back to the next resistance point. Again, this is your local resistance here. You must break above 19,431 to get anywhere, right? And you must get above this area too. So 2 areas are super important that you get above in order to maintain. Now this could end up making a flag. If we stay in it, we'll make a flag. See, like this? And then this flag could just dump to the downside. So I'm showing you both scenarios here inside of one scenario. I'm showing you. And then that brings you to the double bottom and to the measured move, 17,861, 17,750 area. Okay? Come support Lifer on ATB at 5 p.m. Today, I will be on Around the Blockchain. If you didn't know, every single day at 5 p.m., the BitBoy Crypto channel does an amazing show. It's one of the funnest shows. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Woody Page's show on that they used to have on, I believe it was on ESPN, and they gave you these little right? Warning, no more crypto bailouts. Can Bitcoin survive? One rule book regulation, yeah. Max Payne coming. They're on right now, too. They stream 11:30 to, I believe, 1 o'clock every day, right? Funny, Bitcoin rejected. They use that guy, the guy from TikTok. Crypto space struggling to stay relevant. I'm not worried, man. It'll happen in the next... People have no idea what's coming. BitBoy, man, Armstrong, funny. I like his new videos, though. He's doing some documentary-esque videos, right? Bitcoin terrible news just came out. This guy's funny, man. Thomas Crawlow, like, he won't say his whole name, and he's a Bybit shill. This guy's a Bybit shill, man. Whatever. They're all nice people, I guess. They don't do it the way I would do it. That's all. I'm not going to say anything else. They just don't do it the way I would do it. I do it differently. BitBoy Crypto. Check out their channel at 5 p.m. today. You're going to see me. I'm going to be on a show every day at 5 p.m., man. And check it out. You'll absolutely love it. They changed the banner. That's a new banner. Shout out to BitBoy. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to DZ. Shout out to BJ. I love you, BJ, if you're out there. Shout out to the Bit Squad. Anyone out there that may be listening. We love y'all. Thank you. Okay. So this is how to watch Bitcoin in the smaller time frame right now. Watch this inverted head and shoulder. If you can stay inside an inverted head and shoulder, there's a 68% chance it can break back up to about 19,899. However, right now I'm expecting a dump from about 19,194 back to 18,822 area. So I am expecting a dump out of this rising wedge to the downside based on the 5-minute trying to roll over here. Okay? And based on the 15-minute getting overbought again and really not breaking above a previous high. So my whole trading style is about using the stochastics with support and resistance. And when something doesn't get above a previous high, I short it. Pretty simple what I do. That's how I take it, and I find it to be a very accurate way to trade the market. If Bitcoin drops to 10K, I'm buying 2 and holding until the next run. Hey, so many people are going to buy a lot of Bitcoin down there. I don't think it's going to hang out there too long. Can't leave us hanging. Was anyone hurt or did they all get out safely? No, they all got out safely, man. Everyone got out safely. They saved everybody in the fire. You knew that. I thought I said that. Everyone got out safe. I thought I did say everyone got out safe. No. Yeah, did you mean TJ? I'm not a father with BJ around. No, BJ is the guy in the back. BJ is the guy that runs the back. I'm pretty sure it's not TJ. BJ is the guy that runs the back end. TJ is the other dude. There's a BJ and a TJ there. BJ runs the back. BJ runs the boards. Yeah, BJ's the guy like we talk to, make sure our audio's right, our video's right before we go live. Yeah, that's BJ. There is BJ and TJ. Yeah. They got 2 people. Yeah. Don't miss reporting on DXY crashing right now. Let's take a look at the dollar index, everybody. Let's get into the show. And let's talk about, thank you for so much for doing that, keeping me on point. So people come to the show every day because we do more than just Bitcoin. We look at the Dow Jones. We look at the dollar index. I don't know about crashing. Come on, man. You know. So look, we looked at the dollar index yesterday. We suggested it would break to the upside. We also said to be careful. Bitcoin looked like it was going to dump. Why? Because we went over the dominance yesterday, and we showed you that Bitcoin dominance was going to dump, was going to pump, and so was Tether dominance. And I told you when both of those wanted to move, you were likely getting a drop to the downside. We predicted this by using the Tether dominance and the Bitcoin dominance. We went over it yesterday in depth. In depth. Like I showed you how to teach yourself how to short the market. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I gave you the special sauce right here. We're looking at Bitcoin dominance, and eventually I'm pretty sure I split the screen. Come on. And I'm telling you, like when Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance both want to dump on you, it's not a good look. Not a good idea at all. And they both wanted to pump. And I showed you, like this wanted to pump, and then Tether dominance also wanted to pump. They were both oversold in the daily time frame, and they were making flags in the 15-minute. It was sketch, man. It was sketch. Shout out to everyone that jumped on into this 3,949 views. We should be getting 5,000, 7,000 views a video. But it's all good. I'm so blessed with what I get. Whatever I get, I'm blessed with. Whatever God sends my way, I'm so blessed. So look at this. I'm praying for this double top here. And I'm also showing this bearish divergence on the daily time frame. The swing up to swing up. The swing down to swing down on the daily. See? See, that's bearish divergence right there on the RSI. Because the price action swinging up, but you're swinging down here. Let me just make it nice and clear for you. That's bearish divvy. I'm also hoping this is the right shoulder of a giant head and shoulder pattern on the 5-day chart. See? See that? This would be Bitcoin saving grace. This would be Bitcoin's bottom. And we would begin to run now, you know? We would begin to run. Last time, that was Bitcoin's rally. This was Bitcoin's rally. Look, 2017, November, Bitcoin started to rally. Then here, in February of 20, Bitcoin started to rally. And then here we are. Is Bitcoin starting to rally yet again? There's a chance. You got to buy into the fear. I'll tell you that. You got to buy into the fear. So this is the bigger time frame, the 5-day. And this green line, why I have it so much is because we've had this resistance since 1989, 1970. Look, even kind of went above it here in 1976. You got rejected by it right here in 1989. You got rejected by it here in 1999. You came up here and got rejected by it in 2017. You got rejected here in March 2020. That was the pandemic dump. That brought the dollar up so high, right? Because people ran into the dollar. Haha. Sam, been watching for over a year. What I appreciate is how much you have helped me understand crypto. I'm a slow learner, but thanks for everything. Good day, all. Shout out to Tommy G, man. It's nice to see these videos on YouTube. Good luck to everybody. Shout out to Prometheus, man. We love you, bro. Bitcoin going to zero. You're hilarious, man. Yo, the mass boy getting it in with the technical analysis. Shout out to Comandante El Hyena. Frankie has been fun to watch. To Bing Bong. You guys are funny. Oh my God. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Love you, Lifer. Breaking down from the rising wedge. Yep. So where is the big buys of 20K? Honestly, I know we're going lower. I don't know we're going lower, but my indicators say that there's a lower price for Bitcoin. So I'm not willing to go all in. And if I'm not willing to go all in, I believe there's not everybody else is too. You see? And so because not everybody else is willing to go all in, I believe there will be lower prices, you know? And I could be wrong, but my indicators suggest that the moving averages need to get closer on the weekly and the 2-week chart. And until they get closer, we don't usually find a bottom. So that's something to think about, all right? And I could be wrong. Tight moving averages, see that? Pop, all right? So look, the 5-day has moved to the upside. Look, it's just getting started. That is scary business. Says it's going to just completely negate this bearish divergence. Hopefully it can curve here and just get a crushing dump, you know, and then stay down in the dumps. The daily right now wants to pump. And I talked about this yesterday. And look, it's in a bull pennant, attempting to break to the upside. This continues to pump. I mean, Bitcoin's going down to like 9K, 12K, 14K. It's just what's going to happen. All right. That's going to be treacherous. We get all the way up to 108.45. The daily suggests we will. 4 hours extremely beat to the ground, and we're starting to get the double top here on this. Do we have bearish divergence in the 4 hour? We do. Actually, no, we don't. No, not really. We had it there, but it was already on the daily. This double top must play out for Bitcoin to remain bullish, you know. You're getting a cup and handle slightly too, right? So let's watch how far this 4 hour can grow. We need a lower low, see? So you want to make a low lower than this low here. When the 4 hour resets, if you make a higher low, you're not in good shape. You get it for Bitcoin. So when this 4 hour comes down, we need the dollar index to make a higher low, like bounce here or here. We don't need it. If we're in a short, we want it to do that. So this is what we're looking at here. For the dollar index to come down, hit this reset area on the stochastics, and we want this to make a lower low. So when it comes back up and makes a lower high, and it starts a downtrend. So we need a low lower than this low here. So the dollar index must put in a low lower than basically 103.53 when the 4 hour resets for Bitcoin to have any type of just like holdback or a life preserver for it to continue to flow. Okay, so just something that we're looking at every single day here on the dollar index. So watch the 4 hour on the dollar. You don't make a lower low, that is sketch for Bitcoin. All right, it's not really dumping right now. Let's take a look at the dollar index. We talked about it possibly being in this Sammy cup and heading to the upside. The last time I saw Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came around with a side swipe, slap the dip, dude. But look at this. So, and we even called this shoulder-headed show. You can't see it now, but on a smaller time frame. Now the 4 hour needs to dump on you. It's trying to maintain, its level here with the 1 hour saying, hey, okay, I don't want to dump anymore. This is the S&P. If the S&P, this is the Dow Jones. Dow Jones will dump. We're going to look at the S&P as well. Now, Bitcoin's more correlated to the S&P because it's a tech stock kind of, but, they will move somewhat together. Like the Dow's down 310 points, But you're trying to double bottom here on the Dow. Is the 15-minute ready to push up? It is. Can the Dow double bottom here? In my opinion, the Dow is going to head back to the top of the channel here and end up at about 31,670. And then from there, we're going to figure out what our line in the sand is, right? The bigger time frame suggests that the Dow is ready for a massive bounce. And this is where you start DCAing into low-cost stocks. I mean, had you DCA'd in here, you would have got into the pandemic lows and made a lot of money. Had you DCA'd in here, you would have made a lot of money. Had you DCA'd in here, you would have ran that rally up. So it's just, every time, 1, 2, 3, 4, like these were lows that pump nicely. Can you get a low there? And look how low we are. Like we've never been that low, honestly. RSI has got the rounded top too. You got the rounded top up here. Now, do you go to the 200? Some talk about that. 24,000 Dow Jones. There's a chance, but we'll talk about that once we break this big support. There's support right about here. There's support right here at 30,928, and the support right here at about 30K, But the 1 hour just, could bounce, and the 4 hour just needs to come down. So again, you want to make a higher low. That at the end of the day, same scenario here. When the 4 hour flips on you, you need to make sure you make a higher low. Okay, and that's what you need. All right. Okay. That's the dollar index. Take care of that, right? Let's look at the S&P. S&P attempting a bounce on the 4 hour. This is very interesting. See that? S&P saying, hey, honestly, I'll show you something crazy. Look at this. It's a cup and handle on the S&P. You see it? It's like an emerging cup and handle. And we talked about it. My measured move was down here at 337. S&P got to about 37.45. I was calling for a 37.11. So sorry, I was off by $30. Apologize. But anyway, and why? Because that's a bear rectangle that dropped to the downside. Okay, a bearish rectangle dropped to the downside. Now check this out. You're in this falling wedge. Okay. Falling wedges break to the upside. And you have a huge cup. Sammy cup and heady with an oversold 4 hour. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I played that to the upside. Shadow, the last time I saw that. Marv Levy, right? So look, this is highly likely to bang. I mean, I've played this many times in my life. You're oversold. You have hidden bullish divergence because you swing up to there, but you swing down here. Hidden bullish on the S&P 500. You know how many times I've traded hidden bullish and it's played out for me? And the percentage, 90% of the time, it's played out. Now, we might just double top here. But again, you broke the bottom of this channel. You had your shoulder, head, and shoulder. We called that out. We had this cup and handle. We called that out. I don't know if you remember. We drew this in a cup and handle or on the S&P. We called this reversal on the S&P, which was pretty nuts. You know, but and it was based on, see, you would begin to trust the patterns. Once you trust the patterns, you're able to make calls, right? But until I trusted the patterns, I couldn't make a call at all, right? But once I knew an inverted head and shoulder broke out so many more times than it broke down, then I have trust in my own channel. I have trust in my TA. So when people come here and watch it and I suggest something, like I suggest that the S&P will break out all the way to 4,000, right? The measured move is 4,093, right? Because I've seen these cup and handles break out so many times, and the stochastics RSI are pretty accurate, okay? You're oversold. You got momentum on the 1 hour and the 14. You got the bullish, the slight bullish divergence right there, but it's not as apparent. 15-minute, you got to see some bullish divergence. You do. You got swing up to swing up here on the RSI. See that? I'll get rid of this one. You don't need that one. Let me double click real quick for you. So you got swing up on the RSI, swing down on price action. Looks like you're not getting above resistance on the 15-minute, though. Might have to come down or make a flag. This must make a flag for Bitcoin to remain bullish, or, you know, not to, or to get bullish. For Bitcoin to dig itself out of the hole, like this flag must hold. Until we decouple completely, which I'm ready and willing for, I can't wait. All right, let's jump into all the super chats. Someone asked about Immutable X. Someone also asked about Solana, and I'm not sure what else. If I could get a mod to clean that up and tell me what the super chats were, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here and jumping on into the live. Actually, I'm going to bring out some news too. Let me do the super chats. And I also have some really big data here. I want to make sure we have the most people on the live at the time. 611 people on the live, 448 likes. And I never even mentioned the likes today, not once. You people are amazing. Thank you so much. You're doing the right thing. You're just doing the right thing. You're helping out a guy that shows up every day. I really, really, really appreciate it. REC did have a pump. I looked at that. That was funny, right? Request network. Look at that. And it was in a head and shoulder, too. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So nuts. I mean, I have a cup and handle. Sebby, cup and handy to the upside. You know, why they're like, why do you call yourself cup and handle? Why do you do the cup and handy thing? I'll tell you why, because I like gains. And whenever I've seen a cup and handle, like, you know, trades pop, they usually go up like this. Cup and handles go like straight up. Like if you look at this on the 4 hour, it's like a straight line. And I've only seen straight lines like that on cup and handles, like boom. Like, so like if you want to make the most money, the fastest money, the best money, it comes out of the cup and handle. And that's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. I look for the best places to get into trades. And I just found over time it was the cup and handle. By being here every single day and assessing. I don't take days off, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This is show number 523 or 22 without a day off, banging on them. And that's why that's why the group, we do the Sammy Cup and Handy thing here. And I don't really know where it came from. I don't know if I said it. I don't know who first said it. Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. I must have done it. I don't know. Maybe someone else called it. Usually nicknames come from the group. I have no clue. But it is what it is now. And it represents the idea that I've gone through the charts for thousands and thousands of hours, and I found the most highly probable areas to enter trades. That's what Sammy Cup and Handy represents. It represents thousands of hours in the charts. No one would call me Sammy Cup and Handy if I didn't spend thousands of hours trading and playing with the technical analysis. I'm talking thousands. Like, I'm not talking, like, I gave my entire life away. Like, how many times I wasn't out with family or friends and I was sitting in the charts? And you could call me a nerd. You could call me, you could say it's a sad life. Some people may. But I won't do it for my entire life. You know, 5-10 years from now, I'm going to find a way or something, you know. We're going to have other YouTubers kind of streaming with us. We'll have a group. Maybe we'll turn it into a community just like BitBoy. You know, we'll do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm the man steering the ship, and I got to keep showing up every single day until something breaks, until something gives, until there's a change, right? You're your own worst enemy. You're your best friend. Become the latter, okay? Sammy, Cup and Handy to the upside. I did it for you, Philippe. All right. Super Chat, Sol and Immutable X. Let's take a look at Sol and IMX. I also want to give you news about the Fed that nobody knows. Super important news. Funny how we always lose that group that goes right to BitBoy. It's probably, what if it's all the people at BitBoy, in the BitBoy studio? You know, they're like, well, we can't, I'm just messing around with y'all. You guys are funny. Someone asked me about Immutable X yesterday, and I did say it was likely to break to the downside here, right? And I gave you this measured move at 21 cents. It positioned itself a little better here, and it would kind of pop off. But it's making this not yesterday, but maybe 2 days ago. But it's making this rising wedge here now. It's not too cool to look at. This is a bit of a double bottom, though. Trying to double bottom at 99. Breaking that dollar support. That's psychological. You want to break above dollar supports. You don't want to be lower on dollar supports. You got to get above them. But again, just something to think about. I always say that. Isn't that funny? Something to think about. So I'll delete all my old work again for you if you want. And you're in the falling wedge. You're attempting to make the bowl. Like, you need the rounded bottom. You see? You are attempting the rounded bottom. But you need to hold it, you know? That's when you know. See, that's another thing I love about cup and handles. Cup and handles come at the end. Like, that's when you know you're buying the bottom. When you buy a cup and handle. You know? That's when you know you're buying the bottom. The Sammy cup and handy bottom, right? So it could break out of this. The measured move is the length of this pole of the back end here. But I'm not buying it. You know, 250. Now it's got to break back above a dollar support. And it actually still has more room to go on the downside on the 4-hour time frame. And you're in a rising wedge here. See? Measured move is the length of this pole for more downside. You could try to, I guess, put this in here and say it's going to head back down to the edge. It's aiming to lose more each time, and then where does that bring me to 43 cents? I'd watch Immutable X closely here. The daily is so overbought. See, this is what worried me. Almost every coin was overbought in the daily. And that told me either we have the anomaly. One or two times in a coin's life, you'll get the daily do this. And it'll dump, but it'll continuously pump in a way. It's very strange. So there's one strange anomaly to the stochastics RSI. All right. All right. Now let's look at Solana. Keep the super chats coming in if you got them. Getting a stock RSI breakout over 20 on Bitcoin. 1 hour now. Interesting. No? What are you talking about? Oh, getting a stock breakup on 20 over Bitcoin. 1 hour now. Break down? 20's down here, man. Oh, break above 20. I don't know. That doesn't mean much to me. I don't know. Okay, thank you, CryptoLicious. Appreciate it. I was watching Diddy struggling in a documentary, and he kept saying, out of my head, into my heart. It helps if you're having trouble in life. Shout out to Ace PR on the game, man. Thank you for coming in. Out of my head, into my heart. Hey, I always use my heart to get where I need to be, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, BOOKMAP preparing to start. I'm just messing around. I was watching. You know what? I worked on Making of the Band. I worked on that show. I started a night shift when that show was coming into the company I was working at. Making of the Band. Now let's let the data load for a second here. We'll look at our spread. You got some orders now at 21,000, 22,000 that weren't there before. Some sells up in there. But those are probably Hail Mary sells for Wickage. Now you got, look, 15,000, 16,000. Wow, the order book has changed. Isn't that funny? Now you got people just 17.5, just like me. I'm in there. I'm one of those people in there. Just, you know, hey, breaks 20K, you never know, right? It breaks 20K, you never know. Liquidity's kind of matched. We're like strapped right there. You have people buying and selling back and forth. The liquidated traders are going to get rocked again today. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be leverage trading out of control. They're going to think they're on the bottom. They're going to get hit. They're going to think they're on the short. They're going to get hit. What happened yesterday, I've never seen so many liquidations in my life yesterday. Shout out to the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. You're going to be able to see the liquidations. You're going to be able to see where whales are putting their orders for Bitcoin. They're 500 Bitcoin here, 759 Bitcoin being sold at 19,400. So that's a sell wall right there. So you can see a lot of people are deciding, hey, I'm going to be able to get it cheaper. Let's work it down. I've been told, some people that say they know big boys and people with big money, I've been told they want 9K bad. 9K. Because think about it. Once they break 10K, everyone's going to think we're going to 3K. And they're going to start saying we're going to 3,000, we're going to 3,000, we're going to go 3,000. They're getting no one to buy 9K, and they're going to be able to buy as much as they can at 9K. So that would be a pretty good idea. It makes sense. If I was the market maker, sounds pretty smart idea to me, right, to play that game. All right. Immutable X. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana's just going to follow Bitcoin. Okay. That's what's going to happen. Let's take a look at Solana on KuCoin here. And we talked about Solana breaking. Someone asked me about it yesterday or the day before. Had it in this rising wedge, suggesting that it would come to the downside. See, look at this. And I circled it, and I had a measured move right down here. It's exactly what it's doing right now, right? So, and the daily was overbought. You were in a rising wedge. You did get above the previous high when the stochastics were turning on you. It's a very simple concept to trade. Very simple concept. Stochastics with support and resistance and in a pattern. You get a pattern that breaks down 68% of the time. Then you support it with confluence, with overbought stochastics, and with a support and resistance line that you did not break. So you get a resistance, an overbought stochastic, and a bearish pattern. Those three things right there are really solidifying a higher probability of a trade to the downside. It is what it is. Appreciate your insights. New viewer and learning a lot. Side note, if Bitcoin ever goes to zero, I think you have a future in sports broadcasting or radio. Good voice, man. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just keep going until someone picks me up, you know. And I'll be like, I used to trade Bitcoin, but, you know, I lost it all. Now I'm an announcer. And look, total market cap. Remember, we go over the total market cap every day for cryptocurrency. And we showed you it was going to roll over. Possibility here. And then we talked about the idea that it was going to dump down. It's in this rising wedge. We thought it could hold. I said, if the rising wedge breaks down, I said it will break down pretty fast right to here, and it'll dump quickly. It's attempting to hold here. But again, this has an Adam and Eve double bottom with a bigger move here too. All the way down to about $765 billion. So the crypto total market cap, this is all of cryptocurrency combined, all right, together. But look at the daily. The daily still has a lot of legs to go down, which is kind of scary. Yikes. Can the 4-hour flip it and at least hold some grace? That's what we're hoping for the total market cap. Can the 4-hour flip us? But again, it's going to come down to like that 15 in the smaller time frames. We're going to have to see some type of inverted head and shoulder breakout, like this shoulder, this head. Again, and this is Bitcoin in a nutshell, but we basically need this inverted head and shoulder to break to the upside. This is really what I'm looking for. We need that to break out. That's what we're looking for, okay? Or sideways, definitely a sportscaster voice. Appreciate your insights. Thank you for saying that. Cosmic Crypto and everybody here on the live. Everyone, if you're here and you're thinking to join our group or not, I was here the same. This CryptoLifer group is like sight recovery for the blonde. Trust me. I mean, he's saying it, man. He was here and he didn't want to, you know, I was watching P. Diddy struggling in the documentary and he kept saying, out of my heart and into my mind. If it helps, if you're having trouble. Thank you for saying that. Let everybody know. Super Chat says in a super chat for a TA plus a deep dive. Getting a stochastic break above 20 or sideways. Yeah, or sideways. But then the sideways would create a bear pennant and then, or, you know, a bear rectangle. Kind of really need a break back up. Could be forming a diamond too. Not really. The diamond would have to be a sharper uptrend in my humble opinion. But maybe. Good night, Sammy. Thank you, man. Shout out to Bharat Patia, man. Anytime, my friend. Thank you for stopping on in. Appreciate you for coming on into the live. Just in, FTX passes on Celsius network acquisition deal due to a $2 billion hole in its balance sheet. Dude. So with Sam Bankman-Fried, see, if I watched an interview of Sam Bankman-Fried last night, and it's important you watch the interview. He was on CNBC. Now the thing is, think about it. He's got $20 billion. He's one of the richest people in the world, really. His parents had money. He came from money, but he also was smart. He went to MIT. And he got himself into tech, and he made some ends. Now the thing is this: he knows that if he can prop up enough companies, he can save his own butt. He doesn't want every company to go down, right? So he wants FTX to stay up, and he believes in crypto. So he started propping up some companies, even though it wasn't that good for him. $800 billion deals. I think he did some deal with 3-Hour Capital. He did another deal with another exchange. He's talking about Robinhood, right? He owns a 7.8% stake. Looks like he's going to buy all of Robinhood. So then it's like Celsius came. It's like, yo, could you handle Celsius? But he found they had a $2 billion hole. See, the problem was everyone was DeFiing off each other. See, they were taking their money from one fund that they were getting. Everyone was purchasing their funds. Then they were taking those funds and putting them in another fund. And then that fund and that fund and that fund and that fund. So everyone was connected. Everybody was the same fund. So once that stable coin got wrecked, we may not even see the lose out. What Sam Bankman-Fried was saying is we may see more exchanges go down the tubes right now. And it may not be the end for crypto. Crypto may go through a tough period right here. It's going to be a tough call. Lifer, you mentioned MA distance being too far to be the bottom, but the 21 and the 200 WAs are actually less spread right now than in 2018 at the bottom of the weekly big chart. 40-50% tighter, actually. I agree with you. I know what you're saying. but it's just, I'm just showing you what I know, man. I know those moving averages need to be closer. You're telling me what you know. So we both have our same kind of, All right, check this out. I have a bunch of data in front of us. It's going to blow your mind. My name is Sam Price, professional crypto trader. I'm also known as CryptoLifer on YouTube. Not only do I do a TA, you see a chart behind me, and I talk about technical analysis, but I also break down like what's happening behind the scenes in the news. For instance, the Fed repo market. I'm one of the few YouTubers to talk about the repo market. That's the overnight lending rate between banks, okay? That overnight lending rate used to be it was like, oh my gosh, it was 1%, 1.25%. Now it's 700% below inflation rates. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's horrible. This is bad news. The overnight rate is in shambles right now. And this is something the Fed's never been doing. We've been in a recession before, but never with the overnight rate like this, okay? Another thing, the Fed, what it did is it invested $6 trillion in mortgages and bonds. It bought government mortgages and it got government bonds and mortgages. $6 trillion. It's never done that ever in its life. A year ago, it was just a quarter the size that it had. So can you believe that? It bought that many. Now, let me tell you something else. The average American, 35% of the average Americans cannot purchase a home, right? They can't. They don't have enough money. The market isn't there. The value of housing is going up too much. So 20% of all the houses bought last year were by speculated institutions that had borrowed money from the Fed. You get it? So only people, and then housing prices went up 38%, which has never happened in the history of America. It's never happened. This is because of the Fed. The Fed printed so much money. Then money was so all over the place, you needed to lend it and move it. So companies were just grabbing it and doing things with it. Companies had balance sheets. They had to buy real estate. They had no choice. The real estate market got propped up by the Fed. The Fed is now going to create a housing collapse like you wouldn't believe. Eventually, the Fed's going to have to come off the balance sheet and start selling those mortgages. They can't hold all the mortgages in America. That's not healthy. That's basically socialism. It's not a good idea. It's not a good look. This is bad news, everybody. Really bad news. I wrote all this down because I'm looking at it. Yeah, the housing market had never been 38%. So the Fed needs to get out of the bonds and get out of the housing market. The quicker they do it, the better off, because right now they're going to create a housing bubble like you wouldn't believe. All right? This is bad news what they're doing. I'm explaining this. This is bad news what they're doing. They shouldn't be buying mortgages, and then all the homes in America are being bought up by institutions that are borrowing money from the Fed. So it's not real. It's not a real housing market. So also the adjusted inflation rate, I think, is between 13 and 15. Powell comes out and tells you it's 8.5%. He's lying to your face. He's not giving you the proper data. They don't even go over the housing data properly. I believe the Fed is a Ponzi scheme right now, and it's running a Ponzi scheme. And I know people, I can't believe I'm saying it out loud, but I'm saying it. The Fed is a Ponzi scheme. 10 years from now, I'm gonna run for president on this. I really might be able to run for office on this, because I'm gonna be saying the things that were gonna protect the American people way before the politicians and the people in power were saying them. And I've been going over the ideas of the math, and Bitcoin is the only immutable asset. It's the asset that we can use to change the world. It holds value better. It holds energy better. They try to hate on it because it's energy efficient. That's the banking system creating all that. They're going through all these sanctions and weird things to try to hold the control of the monetary policy. They've been doing this for thousands of years. They'll create a freaking hurricane if they have to. They will do world destruction. They create wars, pain, anguish. Also, let me tell you about fiat currency. You want to get me started? I'll be on around the blockchain today. Let me talk about fiat currency. It comes from big banks like the IMF. What do? They coerce governments to borrow money from them and then put them into debt. Now your government's in debt. Who has to pay it off? The people's taxes have to pay off the debt. So the government makes these backdoor deals that you don't know about with basically mafias, which is the IMF, the Institutional Monetary Fund. They borrow money from printing presses. They owe a vig on the money that they borrow, right? Then what they do? Then these big banking systems, they create controversy. They create wars. They want two countries to fight. When those two countries fight, they print endless amounts of money for them to destroy each other. Human race has been murdered and killed due to fiat currency. Fiat currency has created so many deaths in the world because it keeps propelling war. When two countries go against each other, they would eventually run out of money and they wouldn't be able to kill each other anymore. But the big banks step in and offer them more money. No, borrow more. Take another $1 billion loan so you can go into more war, so you can get more weapons, so you can destroy more people. I'm telling you right now what I'm doing every single day here for cryptocurrency and as a freedom fighter for the people. I am doing everything I can to educate you. It's more than the charts. There's so much more out here you need to understand. Okay? And it's not fair the way we've been treated for the last 100 years. My mom and dad paid so many taxes, and then their money was taken away by inflation. My dad still did good because he's a hustler. If you're a hustler, you will always find a way. They can never take away your hustle. They can never take away your energy. They can never take away your ability to show up every single day and grind, baby. They can't ever take that away. They'll try as hard as they can to do everything to manipulate, to press, to pull, to push you down. But you will never, ever, no one can take away your hustle. No one can ever take away your hustle. I get angry. I get upset. And you know what? I throw all those emotions away and I choose love. I choose to love each and every one of you. I choose to love because I find the information that I know if you know this information, then you can help your kids. You can help your family. You can help people in your life. This is true love. Love is giving people information that you have when you know they need it. The Federal Reserve isn't doing that. Our government isn't doing that. Right now, no one is loving us. The American people need love. Enough is enough. When you love someone, you don't lie to them. When you love someone, you tell them the truth. Why is the Federal Reserve not telling us the truth? It's not fair. Enough is enough. I'm sick of it. Blockchain party back in action, baby. Blockchain party back in action. I'm this close to running for office. I am this close. I'm telling you right now. All right. I'm sorry. I just got to go hard right now because enough is enough. All right? Enough is enough. I'm sick of it. I show up every single day. I put the suit and tie on. I dress up. I work out. I stay focused. I go to bed because I care. I care. I'm sick of the little guy getting kicked in the face. I'm sick of watching my dad, who was an iron worker, my mother, who was a school teacher, watching their money getting taken away by inflation. Enough is enough. I'm sorry on my rant. Rant alert, for sure. Rant alert, man. And this ain't no Joan and Cameron rant. This is real life story rant. This is how I feel. This is my passion. This is why I'm here every day. This is not just charts and games here. I'm not a 26-year-old kid playing around. We have a world to change. We have a frequency to push, and we have lives to help. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for calling yourself Crypto Lifers. It's so much more than the trading group. It's so much more than gains. All right? This is the life. We need to make a change. We need to stand up. Enough is enough. All right? I love you all. Thank you so much for coming on in. All right. And I don't know when that's going to come out. I don't know when my passion's going to take over the show. I live with my heart on my sleeve. And I'm ready to go to war, a love war. I'm ready to go to a love war, because and honestly, that's what America's about. America's about standing up for what you believe in. They're told they couldn't, do the right religion. So the Puritans came here. The first thing was, you can't do this. Yes, I will do what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready for anything, man. And I love you all. I love you all. Shout out to Renair, man. I love you, Renair. I love you, Puerto Rock. I love you, Love Learning. That's why the people in my blue crew who shows up every day, it's more than just an admin and a moderator on a YouTube channel. This is a movement. This is a worldwide movement. We are the lifers, man. And look at YouTube taking my views away because they don't want to see me. They're disgusting. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. All right. All right. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, man. Oh my gosh. Saw the Head and Shoulders and drew it on my chart right before you did. There is hope for me. Jennifer Morrison, you got it. You're going to get there, Jennifer. Don't worry. Till the day we die, all day long, baby. That's why I say chill, lifer. Yeah. Anyway, enough is enough. Nigeria youths need the spirit. Yeah, they do. We're all sick. Not enough people are awake to make a change. Love you, homie. Some things never change, Sam. Ramon Diaz, my man, dude. I need the gainage today. My guy is the Chuck Morrison of crypto. Shout out to Reef, man. Hearing you saying the truth just convinces me this is the right place, Sam. Thank you. Thank you for coming on in. Lifer is definitely shadow banned. YouTube never recommends his videos to me. Whack. You're funny, man. It's so funny, right? Strength in the numbers. Love you, man. Don't worry, man. It's all good. We will be the strongest that survives. We will be the strongest. So we're watching this inverted head and shoulder. It looks beautiful. Looks like it may play out nicely. We want to see this 15-minute round out, make the right shoulder, and bounce to the upside. Okay. Not too crazy, not too out of control, right? I just wanted to find a neater chart. I'm just watching this inverted right now. It's a good sign. It's better than a bear flag. Okay. And honestly, this flat and that, I've just seen that so many times. Like, I can point, I want to actually start going through and pointing out, but I don't want to waste the stream today doing that. Yeah, but can we make a right shoulder? That's what you're looking for. The 50 minutes about to roll over. And this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. I don't want those. Shout out to Zero Allegiance. You've gabbed your last goo. You're funny, man. I love you, man. He always says that. He always says that. 10 years from now, I believe there's going to be a whole new platform, man. You know, maybe it's the one we create. Maybe it's the Lifer platform. As far as I can tell, there are a few fronts to the war. The Chinese-Russian monetary system, the IMF, Davos globalists, and the Federal Reserve, which until recently was a pawn of the globalists. Oh my God, Zero, I'm dying, right? Charles Vids gives you the date every day if you want facts. Charles Vids gives you the date every day if you want facts. I don't know what she's saying, Stacy. Charles Vids gives you the date every day if you want the facts. I just dropped my second like from my phone. We are up to 500 likes, baby. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, DTWD. Can't wait for the course on Saturday. Cloud Hunk, man. I love it. Don't forget the BitGirt will transfer wealth to people come 20. That BitGirt will what? You mean B-Rise? Anyone else concerned about CBDC? Seems like a control mechanism to me. Definitely is. Thanks for help opening up our eyes. Anytime, Daniel. Anytime. It's just not fair, man. America's about being free. America's about, you know, just going after your dreams and being and living in love and being beautiful. It's not about lies and deception. Federal Reserve isn't really being clear to us, right? They're giving us numbers like 8%, and they're really more like 13 and 14. Like, and anyone with a brain can tell you that. Like any economist who went to like Penn State or Wharton School of Business, anyone that knows the knows what's going on. The likely use of Bitcoin to siphon wealth off each other. There's a side to this war we aren't privy to. They likely use Bitcoin to siphon wealth off of each other. Russia is doing amazing as a country right now. The ruble is a 5-year high, and the economy is booming. Something ain't right with this war. Not financial advice here, but open. Wow. Rodney, be careful, man. Don't do stuff like that. I don't want to talk about stuff like that. That's too much. That's out of our niche. I'm not. Yeah, I love you, bro, but don't go there. Come on, clean it up. And don't get offended. Just know that it was what it was. Yeah, I had to make a call there, right? This ain't. We're not in Central Park in the woods. All right, we're not talking in the park. You know, this is a platform here. Let's respect the platform. All right, and only reason I'm saying this is because you got to do it from the inside. You got to do it the right way. All right, you got to do it the right way. Any non-economics should be able to figure it out too. I know, but they can't. They can't. So this has to break out. If it doesn't, it's also a symmetrical triangle. I want to make that really clear. Symmetrical triangles can break up or down. And we've been seeing this shape over and over again. These bearish shapes. You don't even see symmetrical triangles till you're in like a bear market. It happens all the time. Nasty. And I'm not alone, so I can clone. I was alone the other day. I could not clone. Don't clone alone. Never clone alone. Don't play yourself. This breaks down. You're going to 18,637. If it breaks up, your measured move is 19,022. Your 1 hour and 4 hours suggests you'll break up and make a right shoulder in the 15 and go to the upside. So it's the play of the day, possibly for a move. Bitcoin 3L to the upside. I have an inverted head and shoulder. Once the 15-minute resets to the downside, that's what I'm looking at for a play. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen, but there's a probability that it can. All right, so that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now, nice and calm, after we stop the painage of the carnage. My feelings are hurt now, I know. Don't worry, you'll be all right, though. Go lift some weights and eat some spaghetti. I recommend everyone join and surround yourself with like-minded people. I agree, man. I cloned alone. Now I'm bald. See, I told you not to do that, Cloud. I told you, man. Offended someone get that guy a blankie. Rodney Robinson, man, they're messing with you now. Give me a hug, Rodney Robinson, the real dad bod. Put your head on my shoulder. Oh, my God. Jeez Louise. It's not that kind of show, guys. All right, get a metaverse, you know. Hey, get a metaverse over here. You got to love that. You got to love that. I know, Rec 1 pumped anyway. It didn't matter. Never clone alone should be a bumper sticker. It will. We'll get it, man. Back to brass tacks, baby. The system is not broken. It's running like a well-oiled machine. It was designed for the little guy. It wasn't designed. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Did you see the S&P's gap down last night? Yes, I did. And back to the show. All right, everyone. So that's what I'm looking at for BTC. Any super chats that I missed, I want to make sure we got them all. It's 12 o'clock p.m. No bear hug for me, please, Rodney. I need a chiropractor after. What's the 3 indicators you use? I use the MACD, the moving average convergence and divergence, the RSI, and the stochastics RSI with divergences. I also use 5 moving averages, the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. It's basically like it's simple. It's like an MA ribbon, not an EMA ribbon. Okay. This stream is my home. We love you, bro, and you are my home. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Picked me up from the airport when I flew in from Florida. No lie. We met on the live stream. I got to know him through the live stream. And then when I flew into Florida, he's like, I'll pick you up, bro. Let me know when you're getting in. I got you, man. When you fly into Bradenton. He's like, I'm all over. And I was like, cool, bro. We talked about Sol already. We went over Sol. I thought it would highly likely break to the downside. When I was getting over bought again, not looking too healthy. Sol already had some issues, too. And Sam Bankman-Fried all over the place. It's interesting, right? Sol's kind of doing what Bitcoin's doing, but it's the head and shoulder isn't as nice. You see? It's in there, though. And Bitcoin bumps, you'll probably get a bump back to the upside, but wow, you're getting overbought on the 1 hour. See, Bitcoin's oversold on the 1 hour. Sol is not. So that says you could dump. I mean, if you don't make a previous high, you don't get above this high. Sol's heading even lower to about 27, 28. This is a project I believe will be here long term. I broke my back spinal. Mike Tyson. Funny. Definitely hit that like button for this guy over here. Sam is no doubt the real deal, peeps. Anku Kutsi Butsu, even Trojan horses can be well-oiled machines. Look at that. Interesting. Thank you for the 512 lifer likes. You guys point out a lot of good points here. Amber Heard, that like button. Oh, you guys are hilarious. My God. I haven't heard that one yet. Amber Heard, the like button, dude. Oh, my gosh, man. I can't. I don't know if we should go there, honestly. With all the stuff going on with men and women lately, I just feel like I want to stay away from stuff like that. That's funny, though. I have to admit. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Mike Tyson. Exactly. Until they get headbutted in the head, you know. Sadly, must go. Thanks for the live stream, Lifer. Peace to all. Shannon McDowell, dude, we're out of here in 5 minutes. You're good. I can't cut off the like button or poop. Come on, man. Stop, man. Don't. That may be the greatest thing I've heard in months, man. You're funny, man. Or get that ear bitten off, man. You're funny, guys. So Solana not looking too healthy. The dollar index did take a dump. Nice. On the 1 hour there. It's a good sign that it got rejected by this resistance point. We don't want to see it get any higher than that. I'd like to see this continue. Now we want to see it make this. Look. Like Bitcoin. See, Bitcoin's in the shoulder with the head. We want to make the right shoulder. We want this to make a shoulder here. So we want the 1 hour to come up. Like Bitcoin's going to make a, see this? And then we want this to dump out of a head and shoulder pattern. So we're going to be watching this closely. Okay. Johnny Depp, that like not Amber. Danny, I'm dying, man. Wow, we're going to roll over on the 1 hour. I think so. Good morning from Asia. David, Last night we were saying we're going to 19.5. We went even lower, man. Dumping. I call it 16.5 too, though. I believe that's our next bigger area of resistance, or the support and resistance area we could see. Matic building a bigger Matic building a bigger bear flag. A lot of the coins don't look too healthy right now. I'll tell you that. They don't. Can always get worse, man. So here's the short for Matic, right? Which we talked about down here. It's now up 137.77%. Remember the day I put it out? If you're in my trading group, you would have seen this. I honestly, not being in the trading group, kind of like every time I go over it, kind of sounds like I don't want to say it sounds silly, but for $99, it's kind of like, I tell everyone the next halving for Bitcoin's coming in 2024 in May. It's less than 2 years apart. I've been through this before. It dumps, you accumulate, you watch it pump up again into the halving. You have less than 2 years to the halving. It took me 4 years to figure out all this information. More, 7 years really. So if you put your all into this, you won't even be close to where I'm at in 2 years from now. But you'll be way ahead of the masses. I'll tell you that. So like you are behind the 8 ball, I have to say. I don't want to say that. I want to be negative. But you need to get it going right away. That $99 is going to come in handy immediately. It's just like you want to get a degree, you go to school, right? You want a degree in this? You want to learn this stuff? You want to see how I'm doing it? You want to figure out this ins and outs? I suggest you sign up for school, man, and get into CryptoLifer University. Change your life today. It's $99. Think about it. How much money have a lot of these people lost without the information? They didn't know anything. They lost thousands. For $99, it may just save you thousands of dollars. Like, it at least put you in the right mindset with the right people, at least at the very basic point, right? So, and we talked about this, man. Matic 3S, man. This thing just kept dumping. So crazy. And I believe someone asked about this on the live, and I believe when I first posted this, it was on the live stream. You know? The inverted head and shoulder. So, and my whole team just ran with it too, which is crazy, you know? That's what I love about my group. Like, if you look in here, look how many people are posting about Matic 3S. They're giving you other ideas. Looks ready to bang on them. Look, he's saying on 510. That's back. We've been starting these charts a long time ago. That's up 137.7% now. And honestly, I mean, yeah, the 4 hours overbought, but it's been overbought. So what do here is you make a flag. That's all. If you can stay in the flag and touch the 21 and reset on the Stokes, then this thing could continue up in a bit of a cup and handle. See that? And so you want this to come on down. And so what I do is I put an alert here, like right Alt V. So when price action, put one there too. Add an alert. Add an alert. Right there. And then I put an alert like right around here. So when the Stokes, if they do get that low, I'll know. All right. And I'll watch this to continue the short. You see? I wouldn't get into the short right now. Technically, I'd wait for that to reset. The 1 minute's trying to flag out on you, though. You need that. That could be a smaller move on the 1 hour. It's possible. You're getting oversold there. 15-minute ready to move. Look at that. But you do see some bearish, strong bearish div because you got swing up to swing up with a swing down. All right. Yeah. Sam, share some gains for newcomers. Share some gains. I mean, Matic for 177%. The short for Bitcoin, right? Yesterday, that's up like huge. We played this for 61% rosin 2 days ago. We got into this coin, USDC, last Sunday. It hasn't even been a week. It's up 526% in less than a week. That's nuts. I swung traded numerous times. Rosin, look, we put it right there. And this thing's up huge. Crazy. Rosin Finance. USDC continued to bang on them. Etho continued to bang on them. Look, this one was for 270%. Then it would continue to go up, like as the days continued to progress, right? And we still short the market too. Here's a Doge 3L. We looked at Doge 3L. It popped recently. On the 27th at 12:15 a.m. By 6 in the morning, you were up 14%. This is when we first started playing USDC. When it first came out, we took GMT for gains. Ape 3L, after it got pounded to the ground, they sold all the NFTs. I said it's likely Ape 3L will make a move to the upside. That was on 11:30 on the live stream. That would break out for 57% gains on June 26th. So in the last week alone, we've done numbers. 23%, 22%, 10%, 22%, 7%. This is from June 20th till now, 11 days. 29%, 33%, 5.7%, 18%. These are all trades that never hit the stop loss, by the way, too. Like, you put the limit right there, and they really started to move right from the bottom. This is 2%, whatever, but 23% on June 22nd, June 23rd, June 22nd, 23rd, Sushi 3L and Sand 3L. I remember that last weekend, you know. Sol 3S, 52%. We shorted Sol there for a nice gain when they had that issue. We thought about it. Put out EOS short for 24% gains, 20%, C pool for. So this is all in 10 days. I can't even believe it. But I worked so hard to do this. Like, I worked so hard to accomplish that. To be able to find that many coins and that many gains, it's like very, very difficult. Like, I'm telling you, it takes my whole life. Like, it takes me and my team and my whole life. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Not easy at all. I'm on the 99. Shout out to Bless Auto Group, man. Free spaces. There are losses, of course, but it's all about your risk to reward ratio. Do you not hear Lifer break that down? Exactly. Yeah. I don't even need to talk. My whole team's like, dude, you know, I look at the testimonials and what people say. I don't listen to any haters anymore. I'm flying with the people that love me. I don't listen to anyone that doesn't say anything but nice things, man. You know, like, I don't usually do testimonials. But he needs his flowers. I wasted 6 months and thousands of dollars in a different group. In less than a month, I've made more money and learned 100 times more from learning Sam and the lifers of how the market works and how to actually make money. I've hit profit on my last 6 trades. I made 20% profit sleeping last night. Oh, and I just did the beginner's course, so it's going to get even more crazy. Peace, Sam, and continued success. That was on the 28th, man. You know, I was lost before coming to this channel. Now I'm found. Smart crew on here. And they get big, man. Not a testimonial on gains, but thank you. When I started, he just talked about his life experience. Look at this one. He talks about all the different YouTubers that mess with him. You know, I could read this whole thing. It's insane. But you go in here and spend some time reading the testimonials. They'll change the way, you know. Coming from someone who tried to learn on his own, this group has taught me so much. Not sure what you mean by in trading groups, but we don't group trade. I will tell you why I joined. Sam is the best TA charter I've seen. He does Bitcoin video updates throughout the day, which is great for potential trades. But also I learn more and more with every video. His weekly screen share in the group are like going to TA class. I am always learning. His mindset and motivation help me stay focused. Everyone is always positive and supporting of each other. I'm investing in Sam and myself. I believe in Sam, and I see multiple times a day his charts play out. Never doubt yourself or investing in something you believe in. Haven't had one regret since joining 5 months ago, you know. So you just listen to the people, man. I just joined the Discord recently, and to be honest, I've never been so confident in my trades. I've watched your live stream every day for the past 2 years. Learning how to trade and learn about my life. Although I never joined your class yet, I am learning from this group, and it's wonderful. 2 years I was doing Forex trade without knowledge and about the pattern and the trend. Lost 40K on Forex for just guessing and gambling. But watching your live stream and talked about crypto, I have to jump back in and learn how to trade, and you kept me motivated. Your motivation keeps me alive, and I'm helping my family to earn passive income. I know trade can be risky, but without risk management, anything is possible. You gave me the confidence on my trades. Thank you so much, you know. So just like, I read these, man. I don't read the negative comments. I read these. Anytime I see anyone hating, I go right into here and I read these and I realize, man, I'm with the people I need to be. The haters can go fly away, man. They can go somewhere else. They don't need to be part of our universe. They can go live in their other, whatever shoebox they want to live in, you know. So yeah. And today's not a day to run and look at the market and jump into every single trade. Today's the day to watch Bitcoin settle, find out where the market's going, and then reassess. I don't just jump in and open up 100 trades just because Bitcoin, you don't have to do anything. The market maker works on your haste. The devil likes when you need to do something. I got to do it right away. Haste makes waste. Patience is creation, you know, and you can't wait to do that. You got to make it happen, but you know what I'm saying. All right, everyone, I'm going to scan the markets for my group. I got nothing else left to say today. We're looking at the inverted head and shoulder on Bitcoin, watching this flag on the short for Matic. It's oversold on the 4-hour extremely. That's not where I like to get in things, you know. Listen, today I'm going to be on Around the Blockchain, everybody. I'm going to bring the energy, bring the vibes. I'm going to be on Around the Blockchain. We're going to talk about this dump. They're going to ask me about Bitcoin. It's going to be a high struggle for me because everyone's going to ask me what's going on with Bitcoin, and I'm just going to play my cards the way I do it and do my TA and show up. Send the plus ones. Give me that support. Give me that love, man. I can't wait to see. I know you're going to be there. We're savages on that live stream. We take over every time, so I can't wait to see you guys there today at 5 p.m. on Around the Blockchain. Another thing, today's an insane day for me. It is the end of the month. I do a monthly screen share at the end of every month because I'm committed. I have to do it. But we also have the group meeting today. So I have two ideas. I don't think anyone wants to do the group meeting on a Friday night. You know, I don't know, but you guys may be committed. Would you guys be, I'll put a poll in the Discord. Would you be willing to move it to Friday night, or do we just do a quick 1 hour? And then I'm going to assess a lot of Bitcoin on the monthly screen share. So we could kind of almost do a public group screen share together. It won't be the same. It's not the same when we're intimate. There's no way it's going to be the same. But, yeah. So I'm just not sure. You know, I believe I'm just going to do the weekly screen share from 6:30 to 8:30, 6:30 to 7:30. Then we're going to live stream tonight at like 8:30 for the monthly candle close. Okay. I also have around the blockchain today too. So it's going to be a lot of live streaming. It's going to be an intense day. I'm a party guy now. Friday nights are my disco dancing nights. We here, man. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on Around the Blockchain. I'll see you on the weekly private screen share with my private group. And I'll also see you at the monthly candle close tonight at around 8 p.m. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Please comment, like, and wonderful day, afternoon, night, no matter where you are in the world. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember the guys, my next video. But guys, everyone, guys and girls, ladies and gents. Oh, why did this get out so poof so much? Everybody, thank you for being here. I can't wait to see you guys on Around the Blockchain. Thank you so much for the life I live and for showing up every single day. I'm going to continue to do so. We're going to make it through this insane time. No worries. Someone super chatted BNB USDT. Let's take a look at BNB USDT. One of the stronger coins, in my humble opinion, in the game. If anything's going to hold sight, but they're all going to follow Bitcoin. Look, it's in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. And that's exactly what happened. You are at the support line that you're holding right there, where you've bounced and you bounce to again at 205. You can hold above 200. There's a chance this is a giant inverted head and shoulder, but no. I have to say no. And honestly, it was a symmetrical triangle that broke to the downside. You know, bear flag. Stop listening to people that tell you that we're at the bottom and all that nonsense. Dude, we don't know. We don't know where the bottom will be. We're going to play it one day at a time. Show up tomorrow, and we're going to do it again like we do every single day. Crypto's life, everybody. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, everybody. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Trade safe. You don't always have to be in a trade. And remember, you can, you will. You are the best. You are the best. You're going to do amazing things with your life. You deserve a great life. You deserve a mansion by the beach. You deserve it all. You're going to have to work for it. Desire, dedication, discipline, determination, dedication, desire, dedication, discipline, determination. You can do it, everybody. It's going to start today with your first day to change your life. You got to do the things you keep thinking about. You can't keep thinking about them. You got to put them into action. You got to make it happen. I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow. Fantastic Freaky Friday fun at 10 a.m. Hit the like button, Danny. Now. B&B, all right, guys? Could head down to 136, all right? I did it, Rodney. You can never say I didn't do it. Have a nice night, everyone. Be safe. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Over and out.